Hello, this is Ben Nordemann and a very good welcome. Today we have a special guest. Her name is Nathalie Nordemann and she's a health and well-being coach, and I'm really honored to have her here in the studio. She's been traveling the world, living in Asia, living in South Africa, living in the US, and recently she has moved back to Europe. And I'm interviewing Nathalie today, and she's going to talk to us about a very unique device. It's called a Healy.
Thank you very much, Ben. I'm very honored to be here in your studio talking today to something which is very close to my heart. That is this little frequency device called the Healy. Healy is a very sophisticated quantum frequency device with which you can scan your body and support your own innate healing system. And it's got a quantum sensor in it with which you scan your information field. The idea behind quantum physics is that we all consist of energy and we all have a vibrational frequency. And when that's out of tune, we don't feel well. We get headaches or we get chronic diseases. And when you scan yourself, you get feedback where you're out of balance. And by sending frequencies to the imbalance, you basically recreate the balance. I compare it to a radio station. A radio, in the old times, you would scan the radio, you would turn the knob until you could hear it clearly. That's exactly what you're doing with your body, sending frequencies and creating balance. Nikola Tesla was one of the persons that says, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in frequency, vibration, and energy. I would like you to think about that.
Nathalie, that sounds really, really fascinating that you can do all that. Now, you actually gave me a Healy to try the last few weeks. And then there's this fascinating thing. You can actually run a scan and the Healy tells you where you need help. Is that the right way, how I understand it?
Yeah, that's completely right. You put in all your details. You forgot to tell that you have to scan your bioenergetic field, who you are. And based on that, you can run a scan. So you've got an app, or you actually got two apps in your phone, which is connected to the cloud, where over 500,000 frequencies are stored. And when you've got the blueprint of yourself, you scan with the quantum sensor where you are out of balance. So the program, say for instance, there's a sleep program in there, and you want to know where you're out of balance with sleep, you run the sleep program. All the frequencies are connected to your specific blueprint, and then it says you're out of balance in bed rest, for instance. And then you can run that program. You put it on your phone, you download it from the cloud, put it on your phone, and the phone exactly puts it on the Healy, and you run it. And how do you run it? You have three ways. You can send frequencies, you can send yourself microcurrents, and you can send yourself scalar waves. Now, the microcurrents you do via these cords that are attached to wristbands that send millivolts, so microcurrents, into your cells. Those are called IMF. And the other way is frequencies. You scan yourself, and you can do that on a distance also. So if you think about it, we are all energy. You don't have to be sitting next to me to be able to receive frequencies. The third one is with a Healy coil, which is attached to the Healy, and that's via scalar waves. So there you can send the IMF waves if you are busy, if you're running, if you're doing sports, if you're cooking, you don't want to have all these cables. So then you can use the coil and you can just attach it to your shirt or to your pants, and you can just run the scalar waves there. And they're all complementary and they all work on their own.
So it's almost like the Healy is helping me connect to myself and my health and my universe, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I would like to add with that we have over the centuries forgotten our own innate healing power. And I think the Healy is a bridge towards connecting us to our own empowerment. And that's why I, as a health coach, why my first goal is always to empower somebody to take their health into their own hands. And how fantastic that we have a device that supports you with that, that actually lets you tune in with your own healing system on a physical, mental, emotional, and on a spiritual level. So all these systems can be healed by yourself with the support of this device.
So if someone wants to actually use this for themselves, where do they go? How much training do they need? How easy is it? How complicated? I must say it was actually really easy. But if someone says, hey, I'm intrigued by this, I want to start using Healy, how does that work?
You can get your own Healy through me. And to be clear, the Healy is not sold via the regular shops, but only via certified Healy coaches like myself.
So getting my own Healy sounds easy. Many of the people watching right now are actually coaches. If they want to use the Healy in their practice or with their clients, how would that work?
Well, first of all, they have to get their own Healy, and then my goal is to work with coaches. I am very experienced as a coach to work with Healy, so I give all the training. I support you with how the Healy works, how you can use it on different clients. You get trainings, you get webinars, everything that you can possibly think of, you can get via me, and I will support you all the way.
Thank you so much, Nathalie, for taking the time to come to the studio and for explaining us more about Healy. From a personal level, I've been using the Healy for the last 3 weeks, and I found it really fascinating what the results are, what the effects are, so I will not let go of my Healy anymore. If you do want to get your own, in the meeting notes you will find a link to how to get your own. If you are a coach and you want to use this in your practice or build your own business with Healy, then actually you can set up a discovery call with Nathalie and she will help you. And she has showed me some of the supporting materials and how she does that, and you're really in very, very good hands if you go work with her. Thank you very much, Nathalie, for coming.
Thank you, Ben. I'm really thrilled to have been here to be able to tell you all a little bit about this fantastic device that has changed my life. And as Ben said, I wake up every single morning, and this is my friend that I wake up with. And I would love you to have a friend like this that supports you mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So don't hesitate.